This is Holly's Country World, brought to you by Miss Holly Miami.
She's gone country. Look at them boots. She's gone.
Hello and welcome. I'm Holly Miami and this is Holly's Country World. For the next couple of hours, we're going to be playing you the best in country music from around the world. And as a bit of a feature tonight, because it's Easter, we're going to include a few country gospel numbers so you can all join in and sing along. Yes, we're going out on Sky High Radio in glorious stereo. Yes, we're going out on hollymiami.com in glorious colour. So choose your medium and let's do this. Assuming that the equipment hasn't scoffed too much chalky or anything else, we're going to have a ball. So lovely gang, pull on them boots, slip on that hat and cop for some of this.
Well, since we've been done, I've been trying to unfold
All the hits, the best mix in Holly's Country World.
Most certainly is. Buy My Own Drinks from Runaway June. I don't know where they've run away to. So we got in tonight. Andrew is in. Started watching the box set of True Blood last night. Any chance at the theme tune? It really is country from Louisiana. I will have a look, my man, and I will see what I can track down for you. And if it's anything other than country, you're dead meat boy. So everybody else, I hope you're having a wonderful time. I hope you had a brilliant Easter so far. There's still plenty to go. I hope you're enjoying this wonderful weather we're having, and I hope you're out there in the back gardens with your feet up, absolutely having a ball. Here at Hollyville, we've been working rather hard on a few different things, but that is our choice, and this is what we choose to do. We're going to crack on now a bit of Darius Rucker. You know how much we like Darius. This is Don't Think, I Don't Think About It. I'm sure it makes some sense to someone.
Basics on Holly's Country World.
Don't think about it. Hang on a sec. It's all falling apart. I knew it was going to. That's what you get for trying to get me to pull different songs up. Right, okay, we got that sorted out. You see, this is all to do with sorting stuff out on the fly and being all techie and being able to realise that we've made an amazing great cock up. We're not even allowed to say that on the radio, but we do because it's our show. So we've got to say Andy's in. We got, who else is in the Dr. Bob said we got somebody else in. Who else have we got in, Dr. Bob? Dawn's in as well. Excellent stuff. This is what we need to know. Who else is in? Come on, you're looking at the monitors. You see, we're doing this in real time just for you gang out there. We're sorting. Oh, talking of which, how'd you like my little Easter pictures that I put up on the main screen, just to make everything a bit more cheerful? Go on, Dr. Bob, you're failing dismally. Okay. People, I put him on the spot now. People sometimes wonder what the theme tune I use for the Tickle programme is. As you know, we're great fans of Alan Jackson. It's just simply called She's Gone Country, which is just what I did at the beginning of this year.
Great writing, fine singing, hard-working, sexy, friendly superstar, and now award show host. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Alan Jackson!
We're Sassafras, and this is Holly's Country World. Have a great day, y'all.
Alan Jackson with Gone Country. Look at that walk. Gone Country. Look at that talk. You see, you have to have the right kind of accent, and I certainly haven't got it, and the main man certainly has. So we've tried to track down a tune that Andy wanted. True Blood theme song. Don't know how it's going to come out, my man. Don't even know if it's a video, whether it's an audio track. I've flagged something for you. It should run a bit like this, but such is the nature of what we do. By the way, the people in the chat room, if you are anywhere near a smartphone or a computer and want to pop over to hollymiami.com and see the pictures, just jump in, have a bit of fun, see what we look like. It's all in a good-hearted nature. It's all just for a bit of fun.
It's time to crank it up. Holly's Country World.
Just for Andy, the True Blood theme song. That's why I was a little bit short, because it is the theme song of a TV programme. Really not sure what the TV programme is all about, but if the title sequence is anything to go by, it should be interesting. No wonder we sat in looking at the box set. You'll go blind, your mum said. OK, let's have something a little more wholesome now. I said at the top end of the show, I'm going to put in some country gospel stuff because it is Easter. A lot of it is bluegrass based. A lot of it is from the likes of Alison Krauss. I'm not really going to regale you people with high church stuff. After all, this is an entertainment show. But some of it is really quite good, and this is one of those.
This is an exclusive
Country World
DJ mix.
Just how cool was that? Alison Krauss, let's face it, can't really do anything wrong. Alison Krauss with the Cox family that time, doing Rather Have Jesus, all backed off with a nice, what we call a slide shot video, very tastefully put together. You see, we go from one extreme to the other. If you are watching on hollymiami.com, you may be wondering why there's all sorts of different lighting effects going on in the background. Because it's such lovely, brilliant sunshine at the back of the studio this evening, I've decided not to use any lighting at all and just have the natural daylight coming in, and it's making my face look all stripy. But there you go, it's a different makeup effect. You see, we try it all. Oh, we are nothing if not short of a bit of experimentation.
This is Holly's Country World, hosted by Holly Miami. Have a great day, y'all.
That's where I am. The trouble being, at this present moment, we're running 3 computers now onto the desk here at the studios at Hollyville, and I was just pressing the wrong mouse, that's all. We can all do this. The Shire's there with 1,000 hallelujahs. You see, gospel country or country gospel takes many different forms, and it can go, as I said, right back to the bluegrass type of stuff, or it can be the more modern stuff that the Shires do for you. It comes at you different ways. So, we've had a day of it today. We really have. Everything has all gone upside down and inside out. I'll regale you more as we work on through the show. But, we've had problems. We really have.
Would you make Sarah?
Exclusive music for you.
If It Makes You Happy with Sheryl Crow, Vince Gill, Albert Lee, and a whole host of some of the best country stars. Oh, don't you just want to go to a gig like that? Why don't things like that ever happen over here? Oh, they probably do. So why don't I ever get to them? Anyway, like I was saying, troubles earlier on. If you've been following my Facebook ramblings today, because I've been pretty prolific over the last couple of days, I allowed myself, you're all going to laugh at this, you're going to laugh at me now, I allowed myself one Easter egg this year, because after all, you know, one does have to keep one's shape, if one possibly can. I allowed myself one Easter egg, so I sort of rather splashed out a little bit and bought a Thornton's one. And yet again, it has always been a silly little rule in any of the lives I've ever had that Easter eggs can't be opened till Easter Sunday. So I looked forward to actually opening this Easter egg today, which I did. At which point, it's one of these ones, it's an age thing. When I was a kid, Easter eggs used to come wrapped in foil in 2 halves. So you could eat half on one day and half on. Why don't Easter eggs come? Dear BBC, why don't Easter eggs come in 2 halves? Oh, I had some trouble. So I thought to myself, I will not be beaten. So I put a brand new blade in my craft knife. I softened the Easter egg up, and we had 2 halves of an Easter egg, as all my social media found out today. You see, I will not be beaten. I will do these things.
It feels like a party.
Non-stop music. Holly's Country World.
Feels like a party from Low Cash. Yes, we've been through a few phrases like that as well. Where did these bands get their name from? Perhaps they named the band when they didn't have a lot of money, hence the name Low Cash. Anyway, on to something that everybody knows. We all know of the Bellamy's. We all know the sort of stuff they do. It's going to be silly, it's going to be humorous, and it's going to be typically them.
Hi, Hi, this is Joe from Sassafras, and you're listening to Holly's Country World. Thanks, y'all.
That was Redneck Girl from the Bellamy's. It was one of those gigs, and we've talked about these before, where everybody just sits down and then there's a couple of people will play a tune, and everybody's watching them to make sure that they don't do no duff notes. And then it's their turn then, and everybody else can watch. Oh, there's no pressure there then. Oh, I couldn't do that. Ooh, I just couldn't.
Now the time is coming. Hear it again now.
Oh, me mouses are fighting each other. We're having a mouse fight right here on the desk. Okay, it's my fault. I'm getting it all wrong. What did we have there? We had Look What God Gave Her from Thomas Rhett. We're going to follow this up with Reba McEntire now, just to highlight, for no other reason, the length of the titles in country song. The night the lights went out in Georgia. Why can't they just say The Night the Lights Went Out? No, you've got to actually read it out right. So Reba McEntire with The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia. But I've said all that. It was too late to play it. We finished.
Left speaker. Check. Right speaker. Check. Mic. Check. Banging beats. Check. Here we go.
There's one thing you can say about Reba McEntire, she can put on a good show. Maybe we made comment on last week's show, if you remember rightly. I can't even remember who it was now that blagged Reba. I think it was Bellamy's or somebody like that. No, Brooks and Dunn, who blagged Reba to play a bit part in the back of one of their videos. And that is the girl doing what she does best. I don't know if you were listening on any kind of decent speakers. I've got my trusty studio in-ear monitors in now that I'm doing the video show. And the bass response really is quite good. That bass player, I noticed he was using a 5-string JB Deluxe. That bass player was just, he did in country what I used to do, and it so made the rest of the band fed up. You're not allowed to be too busy as a bass player. You're supposed to be doing the boom, 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 but no, you've got to run up and down the fretboard and give it some serious. Yes, he was really rather good. Must find out who it was. But until then, we'll just carry on. Little bit of Dan and Shay from the ground up.
3, 2, 1. This is Holly Miami in the mix.
Dan and Shay. Yes, I still can't work out when these jingles are going to finish. I know they show me on the software, but I've got to look at the camera now, and I can't be looking at all the equipment as well. Dan and Shay with From the Ground Up. I'm going to dedicate the next one to my good mate Dr. Bob, because I know he likes a bit of Toby Keith. And this one is just up his street. I love this bar. I'm sure he does.
Hey, guys.
Lock it on to the best station on the net. Online. Around the planet on the World Wide Web. Streaming 24/7. Internet radio.
Toby Keith never puts a bad video together. I love the lines like, I love my truck, and I love my girlfriend, in that order. And then, I love going out, and I love this bar. So at least he's got his priorities right. But if you were watching the video on that, as I say, he never fails to deliver in the video sticks. I'm going to put 13 in a row now, or as Dr. Bob knows it, 2 back to back, and make a sandwich and put some toast on in the middle. Oh no, I'm not doing a breakfast show. A couple from Marty Raybon, particularly in the genre of country gospel, story songs with meaning, and both these have got just that.
I was tucking her in bed.
This is Holly's Country World, brought to you by Miss Holly Miami.
Couple from Marty Raybon there. I can see what he can do, and God didn't choose sides. As I say, very much in the ilk of country gospel, and the guy does what the guy does, and it's sort of fitting, as I say, bearing in mind it's Easter and what time of year it is. But as you know, on Holly's Country World, having played in the country bands for many years, we got to know that not all country numbers had any kind of gravitas to them at all. In fact, some of them were really quite frivolous.
Back to basics.
on Holly's Country World.
And you know it ain't feminine to fight. Oh, that used to go down like a lead balloon whenever we did it on stage. And I understand why now. Oh, come on, guys and girls, it's only a joke. That's what it's all about. Do you remember what the advent of supergroups? And we even had supergroups in country music. One of them was the Travelling Wilburys, some really, really big names. And they came out with stuff like this.
All the hits, the best mix.
Holly's Country World.
Ah, guys, see, camera's frozen again. Right, I'll teach me to get up from my seat. End of the line, Travelling Wilburys. We're going to move on with Small Town with Bradley Gilbert and Lindsay L, and I'll give the camera a good kick in.
This is an exclusive
Country World.
DJ mix.
It most certainly is. That was Small Town from Bradley Gilbert and Lindsay L. At the same time as me reconfiguring the camera live on air so that it all works perfectly. You see, not only can we present to you people, we can do all sorts of stuff like fixing things. Oh, I remember when I used to fix things. Okay, we're going to carry on now. Ride the River from the wonderful, the ubiquitous Eric Clapton with J.J. Cale. Oh, this is good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You're listening to Holly's Country World.
That was wonderful slow hand Eric Clapton with J.J. Cale, and if I say it's country, even though it's a bit sort of country blues. Anyway, a couple of years ago, look whose show is it? A couple of years ago, I was lucky enough to be invited over to Southern Ireland, to the Dublin area, to the launch of an album by the Joe Davitt Band, and it was a wonderful occasion, and this is the occasion that really let me see how the scene in Ireland is. Now, I regale you people a lot about the way they are able to string numbers together into like sort of 5 or 6 different numbers, because once you have got 300 people on the dance floor, they want to dance for a certain amount of time, so you don't let go. And I learned all about this wonderful experience, and I was most grateful for it. So while I was flicking through some music this week, I seen this one from Joe Davitt, good old country song, and I thought, nope, we just gotta have this one.
Hi, this is Joe from Sassafras, and you're listening to Holly's Country World. Thanks, y'all.
Joe Davitt Band with good old country song. Anyway, chat room's buzzing at the moment. Who have we got in? We got Andy in, Gary's in, Tim is in, we got Jacob in, Peter's in, Tracy's in. Thanks all for listening in to Holly's Country World. Hope you're enjoying what we're playing out to you tonight, and hopefully it'll help your Easter swing along just that little bit better. We're going to move away from Ireland now. It's a travel log, isn't it? We're going to go over to the States. Garth Brooks. There ain't many Holly's Country Worlds that go out without a bit of Garth Brooks on. This one is The Dance.
Non-stop music. Holly's Country World.
Oi, get them titles off my show. I'm not having none of that. But usurping my show. Get out of here. And that was a shortened version of Garth Brooks and The Dance. I'll remember to throw that video in the bin once we finish tonight. We're going to go carry on now with Lady Antebellum and Heartbreak. Yes, I did have Heartbreak, throwing different titles on. Not on Holly's Country World, you don't. Oh no.
Non-stop music. Holly's Country World.
Dear Mrs. Antebellum, will you stop being all arty with your videos, put in loads and loads of stuff on the beginning and just get on a stage and play the song so I can play it out to the people here on Holly's Country World? Oh, they're all getting too arty here. You may remember back in I think it was the early 80s, that Kenny Rogers did a version of We Got Tonight with Sheena Easton. And I tried to track that down for you people, but again, like a lot of the videos that I tracked down for the video side of this show, the quality wasn't particularly good. So what I did track down was Dolly doing a version of the song with, Kenny doing a version of the song with Dolly Parton. Not brilliant video, but it gives you an idea of what it is, and it's slightly better than the other one.
All the hits, the best mix.
Holly's Country World.
So there you go, Kenny Rogers with Dolly Parton being a rather naughty girl and completely, would you call that photo bombing or video bombing or out singing him and Who Needs Sheena East? I haven't seen that video before. You see, the girl has got a sense of humour, and I think that's brilliant. Right, I'm going to put two more back to back now. This is what I call sister acts. Now, I've tried to track down the two particular videos for the last couple of weeks, but I've managed to get them together for you. So we're going to kick off with a sister act, Lennon and Maisie. In this particular one of the girls we'll say is about 9 years old and one of them is about 15. And the second video will show you how sister acts can actually progress from very, very naive little things like Lennon and Maisie.
Trying to do it right. I've been living alone.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. Hold on tight. Here we go.
So there you go, a study in the evolution of, we'll call it the sister act. We kicked off with Ho Hey from Lennon and Maisie and Girl in a Country Song from Maddie and Tay. About as raunchy as it gets in country music, because we don't do a lot of raunch, it's the age dear. Anyway, huge news of the night. The wonderful, the ubiquitous, the absolutely marvellous, the super duper, the stupendous Simon Tolley is due right on air here on Sky High Radio at 8 o'clock. Unless he can find some way of squirming out like he normally does. But other than that, he'll be here to entertain you and to pick up the baton and to run with it. Well, sort of to slightly hobble away anyway.
Only here.
Only here someday, only here you could see Dale Watson with, well, look about that hair, honey. I mean, at the what was that all about? Another one of those shows where everybody gets in there and sits down and plays songs to each other. And Tonight the Bottle Let Me Down. The bottle of hair oil let you down, my love. We're going to move on with something from Rosanne Cash. Now, I've been wanting to play this one out to you for the last couple of weeks. It's been in my playlist. We've never got round to it. But as of tonight, you are going to hear it. This is Motherless Children.
The song is the thing. I think everybody is there to serve that.
And now, live on the decks, bringing you the hottest sounds. Let's go.
Rosanne Cash with Motherless Children from the wonderful Transatlantic Sessions, which, as you know, I'm a great fan of. We're going to crack on now. We've got time for probably 3 or 4 more. So we're going to bang on. We've got Chris Young coming up with his voices. Oh, it's all in the head. It's all listening in. Oh, we got dropped in. Oh, Tracy's and Robbie's just dropped in. Huge family barbecue. Is that a huge family or a huge barbecue? Oh, I expect they'll elaborate as we go on.
Exclusive music for you.
Chris Young. Oh, well, they know by now. Chris Young, but his voice is, I believe Chris is either in the country at the moment or certainly he has toured the UK quite recently. The sort of guy you need to get to see. We need a little bit of bluegrass in our life. Everybody needs a bit of bluegrass in their life. 7 miles from Wichita from Carrie Hassler.
All the hits, the best mix.
Holly's Country World.
Joe Nichols with Tequila Make Her Clothes Fall Off. I'm sure it doesn't. I'm sure it's all a fantasy in the guy's own mind. We've got to the end of this edition of Holly's Country World. I hope you enjoy what we play out to you. And if you do, perhaps you'll tune in again next week. We're going to play out on a beautiful, crazy Luke Combs 8 count 'em weeks at number 1, and we will keep playing it as long as it's at number 1. Like I say, have a wonderful rest of Easter, and I'll catch up with you all mighty soon. Have a good one.